Hey, good morning. Good morning. 5:55. Coach Michael Burt. Leaving the Rock Box Gym. Back in town after a great week last week out in Arizona. Thank you to all the people in Arizona. Thank you to Doug and Tia Wood, the Tenters, for an incredible event, man. Anytime you can get 3,000 people together to come together for something, it's a good thing. So I felt like we had a good showing. We connected with the audience, and you hear me say all the time, I hope you're picking up on a lot of things that I say, is you don't need more money, you need more people. The people have the money, okay? Your strategy when you're building your business is, how do I get in front of more people? Anything I can do to get in front of more people, right, Jim? And the concept is, we come up with great concepts. The concepts get us in front of the people. We help the people, right? We solve a problem for the people, and that is how you expand, because you don't need more money, you need more people. So anything you can do. So I'm going to tackle something over the next couple of weeks that I think is really, really important for people, called how to turn your purpose into a profit. I did a virtual event probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. We had incredible feedback. Kenya, we had incredible feedback from this purpose to profit, and it was so powerful. Right after the event was over, I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? We should take this and do a live event on this concept called purpose to profit. This is such a big concept of, how do I find that which makes me unique in the world, that which makes me tick. How do I find it, Tracy? What's up, Sean? And then how do I package it? And then how do I market and distribute it? And then how do I ultimately monetize it? And monetization occurs when your talent solves a problem for another person. And remember, there's 2 types of businesses. There's what's called a painkiller, which is a business that takes away some pain. And there is a vitamin business, a business that enhances or adds to something. So for you, when you're out there and you're thinking how to take this purpose and turn it into profit, you know, the way my story of origin on this is, I had a curiosity. And my curiosity was for motivation, psychology, how to motivate, how to tap into the deepest part of a person's nature, body, mind, heart, and spirit. So I had this deep curiosity when I was 18 years old, when I was turned on to a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And when I read that book, I'm like, man, this is it. Derek Fossey, John Hart, I'm like, this is it, man. I was so on fire. James Neese, I was so on fire that I said, man, I want to figure out a way to incorporate this training into my coaching. And I began to incorporate, so I began to get the personal development, and I began, Jeff Wright, to incorporate the methodologies, Christopher, that I was learning, and it worked. I began enhancing the players' lives. They began playing at a higher level. We began to produce an outcome. And so over a cycle of time, man, I'm like, this is it, man. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, i.e., this is my purpose. This is my calling. And I began to get feedback. And the feedback was positive. And the more feedback I got, the more I enjoyed it. And the more I enjoyed it, Heidi, the more it worked. And the more it worked, the more referrals we got. And the next thing you know, something that I was just curious about, that I really didn't even know I had a talent in. I believe talent's God-given, not man-given. I really didn't even know I had a talent in it. The next thing you know, man, people are asking me to do it for money. They're saying, how much would it cost? And so it wasn't that I immediately turned my purpose into profit. I immediately took my purpose that I found, that was coaching and breaking down concepts, and I made money through being a high school basketball coach. But that was my real love. But my real love, because I'm trying to get you to think about your real love. My real love was taking concepts and deconstructing those concepts, and then packaging it, and then delivering those concepts in a way to my players to motivate them. See, this is what you got to figure out. What is your real love, right? And this is why this is such a big formula. I know most people have not figured this out, which is why I'm doing a 2-day boot camp on this in April, because I really want to get in a room with you, and I want to give you the clarity and the confidence you need to take your purpose and convert that purpose to a profit. And that is the excess cash that is left over at the end of every month after you have paid yourself, paid your bills, paid your taxes, and paid everything else. What's up, Clayton Willis? So my point is, why is this such a big deal? I didn't know when we come up with the concept Purpose to Profit it was going to be that big. But I did the 2-day event. It was like 500 people, overwhelming response. And I'm like, man, that should be a boot camp. So April 5th and 6th, I'm going to do the boot camp. It's at the lodge. I'm taking 40 people. And I'm literally going to break down step by step exactly the formula that I use with people. This is in a book I wrote called Single Digit Millionaire. And I'll probably turn the concept Purpose to Profit into a book, to be honest with you. But this is what everybody's trying to do. How do I find my calling? How do I tap into my purpose? How do I help other people? How do I make a bunch of money helping other people? And that is possible, by the way. So I'm here to help you figure this out. I feel like it's kind of my life's purpose. Once this is figured out, it activates the prey drive. The prey drive then activates the movement and the circulation and the grit that it takes to keep showing up and keep showing up and keep showing up. What's up, Gabriel? So this is how we do it, man. And people ask me all the time, how do you do it, coach? How do you do it? How did you go from being a high school basketball coach to doing what you're doing today? You know, speaking to 3,000 people, writing books, building out programs, doing retreats. And I say, man, I found my calling very early in life, and I learned how to package that. I learned how to solve a problem with it. I learned how to position it to other people. I learned how to market it. I learned how to distribute it. Each one of these facets could get better and better and better, which is what I'm trying to do every single day. How do I get better at this? How do I get better connection to an audience? How do I get better follow-up? How do I get better at making an offer for them to go deeper? How do I continue to get better? And that's that long obedience in the same direction, man. So if you're interested in Purpose to Profit, just message me. Like I said, I'm taking 40 people. I'm doing it at my lodge in Tennessee. It'll be an incredible experience. Then I'm going to bring in some, marketing people. We'll bring in some people on how you can market and promote it. And then, I'm going to spend a lot of my time helping you get really clear in the problem you solve, for whom you solve it for, and how to market that, and how to sell it, how to package it and sell it. That's what I'm going to spend my time on. And then we're going to have some people teach you about how we do the funnels, about how we generate leads, because without the leads, it don't matter, man. How do we get in front of thousands of people a week? How do we generate the speaking engagements? How do we generate the coaching programs? How do we do the licensing plays? How do we raise $1 million for a greatness factory? How are we building greatness factories? Like how are we licensing those? All of these are, if you're interested in this kind of thing, which some of you may be, then I want to help you, man, because people along the way help me. Purpose to profit, calling to purpose, purpose to monetization, monetization to reinvestment to building your wealth, man. That's the formula right there. Boom. Just came up with it while I was driving. So, Purpose to Profit, April 5 and 6. I'm going to be talking about this, Mark, pretty much. Mark's going to be coming to the Michael Birch School of Speaking coming up. So, man, everybody needs a good coach in their life. A good coach can change everything for you. And there's a direct correlation between and the outcome produced. I promise you. The better the coach, the better the team, man. So when you're choosing your coaches, choose wisely. Choose people who have a demonstrated capacity to do something you want to do. That is my hope for you, right? So I'm going home to see the kiddos. So good to get back and see my little man and my little woman. And this week, what we got going on? Webinar tonight. 4-week series with Hubert Payne. This Saturday, I'm going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. Nashville, then Cleveland. So you guys have a great day. Everybody needs a coach in life. All of these go to YouTube, by the way. If you want to watch these on YouTube, just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and let's click on that bad boy, Travis, and you can get every single morning drive that I do, man. We're going to pump out more content. I'm going to start releasing some of my speaking engagements on YouTube as well, so you guys can watch those. You guys have a great day. Everybody needs a good coach in life. Let's go. Happy Monday to you. Purpose to Profit, April 5 and 6 at the Lodge.